Okay, next we want to look at the skin of the baby. You want to, again, we do mostly inspection for the skin. We don't do palpation or any of those kinds of things unless we want to see about blanching. You mostly want to note the color of the skin. Obviously, we need to know the ethnicity of the parents, but we want to look for any kind of lesions, birthmarks, hemangiomas. Hemangiomas really just need to be watched. Sometimes they're a problem. Most of the time they're not, but sometimes they are. We want to look for, and we want to note Mongolian spots. Again, if the parents are Asian or Black, that's fairly common. But again, if the parents are Caucasian, that's not as common, so we want to note that. And we want to note pigmentation and kind of if there's an irregular pigmentation. So we want to always write that down. And then again, jaundice. Jaundice usually doesn't develop immediately. So if that is at birth, that's really, really unusual. So that would indicate that we needed to do labs and things like that for, that there's some liver issue right away. And then turgor, you always want to look at turgor for a baby for dehydration. Again, it would be really unusual at birth for a baby to be dehydrated, but sometimes if a mom has oligohydramnios and doesn't have enough fluid, that could have impacted the baby. So you'd want to note that. And then cyanosis, which obviously is related to respiration, but you would see it in the color of the baby. Acrocyanosis, which I'll talk about a little bit in the respiratory part, is normal, and that's the hands and the feet being blue. So that really is not, that's normal for a baby. But if the trunk of the baby is blue and the lips, the central cyanosis, that is abnormal. And then finally, you want to look for skin tags, which we always equate with older people, but actually you do see sometimes skin tags on the ears. And when you see that, it is indicative of that there might be a problem with the kidneys, because the ears and the kidneys actually develop in utero at about the same time. So extra skin on the ears, they always will do an ultrasound of the kidneys just to check it out. So you want to see any extra growths on different parts of the body, because that will tell you that maybe there's something wrong with other parts of the body. So that's kind of interesting. And that's generally what they look for on skin. We just kind of look head to toe and just look if there's any irregularities. There's a lot of newborn rashes that are normal, but sometimes it also will be indicative of some kind of infection or congenital infection that they got from the mom. And that's it.